Hind everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Master SSB, and today's picture is in front of your screen. This is a very popular picture often repeated in the SSB. The image shows a group of young men all in shorts and shirts or vests working together outdoors. They are holding tools like pickaxes and shovels, and some are carrying baskets. The ground beneath them seems rocky and they appear to be breaking stones, digging or clearing an area. The setting looks rural, possibly in a field or construction like environment. Everyone seems actively engaged with coordinated effort, suggesting teamwork and physical labor. So this is our picture, and now let us have a look at our theme 1. Rohit, senior under officer of his NCC batch, along with his fellow cadets, had gone to a nearby village for Shramdan, where the foundation work for a new community hall was going on. On reaching the site, Rohit first met the contractor to understand the requirements and timeline. He listened carefully and assured him that they would fully support the laborers. Taking charge, he divided his team into groups, some for carrying tools, others for removing soil, and a few for fetching water. He himself joined the digging activity and actively participated in the work. As they worked, he kept coordinating with the contractor to ensure the tasks were done properly. Whenever he saw his mates slowing down, he motivated and kept on working alongside them. By evening, a large section of the foundation had been completed. Rohit and team felt proud that their efforts directly contributed to building something permanent for the village. Rohit praised his batchmates for their efforts, thanked the contractor for letting them contribute, and left with great learnings. Okay, so now points to observe regarding our theme 1. First, neutral and positive approach. In this theme, we avoided negative scenarios like accidents, conflicts with villagers, or equipment shortages. Instead, the focus was on constructing activity, Shramdan, which reflects responsibility and positivity. This shows the candidate's ability to see opportunities for contribution rather than problems. Second, Shramdan context with laborers. The picture clearly shows digging activity. To make it natural, we place the cadets alongside local laborers instead of replacing them. This adds realism because in actual rural projects, cadets don't do all the work alone but support ongoing construction. By showing them working shoulder to shoulder with laborers, it emphasizes humility, inclusivity, and respect for every kind of work. Third, Rohit as senior under officer. Instead of making it as a random effort, Rohit is shown as senior under officer, the natural leader of the NCC batch. This makes his role credible. He is supposed to take charge, coordinate, and set the example. This avoids the story looking vague and ensures the hero is central. Fourth, coordination with the contractor. The story includes a step where Rohit first meets the Thekadar/contractor. This is a smart detail because it shows planning before action, reflects responsibility to understand requirements instead of rushing blindly. It highlights initiative. He didn't wait for the instructions but ensured his team's contribution aligned with real needs. Alright. Fifth, task division. Rohit divided his team into groups, carrying tools, removing soil, fetching water, and etc. This was included to highlight organizational skills and his ability to manage resources. It also shows that he doesn't take everything on himself but optimizes team effort. Sixth, leading from the front. Even after delegating, Rohit joined the digging himself. This is a very plain point. This avoids portraying him as a commander giving orders. Instead, it shows that he is a leader who works alongside his team, a trait highly valued in the armed forces. Seventh, motivating batchmates. By showing that he observed teammates slowing down and actively motivated them, the story demonstrates empathy, morale boosting, and people management. These soft skills are as important as technical efficiency. Eighth, visible outcome. By the evening, a large section of the trench was completed. This ensures that the story has a tangible achievement, not just effort. It avoids vagueness and makes the outcome measurable, which adds credibility. Ninth, acknowledgement and gratitude. Rohit not only praised his batchmates but also thanked the contractor. This detail highlights humility and respect. It ensures the story doesn't end abruptly but concludes with a balanced closure, showing responsibility both upward towards the contractor and downwards towards his team. 10th, connection with the picture. The digging activity, tools, and teamwork in the picture are directly justified in the story. There is no mismatch or forced imagination. Everything you see in the image, soil, digging, multiple people working, tool handling, has been logically explained. Alright, so this was the explanation of our theme 1. Now let us have a look at our theme 2. After continuous monsoon rains, the approach road to Rohit's village got blocked with mud, rocks, and debris. Realizing that waiting for government help would delay essential supplies, Rohit decided to take immediate initiative. He gathered the village youngsters and first met the village head to explain the situation and seek permission to use the available tools. After getting approval, Rohit divided the group into small teams, some for clearing rocks, some for digging out wet soil, and others for shifting debris away from the road. He himself picked up a shovel and joined the digging. The task was physically demanding, but Rohit kept motivating everyone and ensured that short breaks were taken to maintain energy. When heavy boulders blocked the path, he coordinated multiple people to lift and push them aside safely. Gradually, a narrow passage was opened that allowed people to move across. Encouraged, the team widened it further until smaller vehicles could pass through as well. By evening, the road was almost fully functional, reconnecting the village with nearby areas. Essential supplies finally reached the villagers without delay. Rohit appreciated his team's tireless spirit and thanked the villagers for their support. Okay, now points to observe regarding our theme 2. First, neutral and positive approach. Instead of portraying chaos or desperation during the heavy rains, the story shows villagers and youngsters taking constructive action to reopen the road. This avoids negativity and demonstrates initiative, teamwork, and resilience in the face of natural challenges. Second, community context with villagers. The digging and clearing of debris was placed naturally in a village setup. Instead of showing Rohit and his friends working in isolation, villagers were also acknowledged in the effort. This adds realism because in actual emergencies, collective action is the norm. It reflects inclusivity and humility in working with the community. Third, Rohit as a leader. Just like the SUO role in the first story, Rohit here is again shown in a leadership capacity. He took initiative when others waited for help. This makes his role credible and ensures that he is central to mobilizing and guiding the action. Fourth, coordination with village head. A detail was added where Rohit first meets the village head to explain the urgency and seek approval to use available tools. This parallels the contractor step in story 1 and shows planning before action, accountability, and alignment with authority. Fifth, task division. Rohit divided the youngsters into groups, clearing rocks, digging wet soil, and shifting debris. This reflects organization, resource management, and an ability to use manpower efficiently. Sixth, leading from the front. Despite organizing tasks, Rohit personally picked up a shovel and joined the digging. This ensures he isn't shown only as a supervisor but as someone who works alongside his team, embodying leadership by example. Seventh, motivating team. The work was physically demanding, but Rohit ensured that morale stayed high. By encouraging short breaks and motivating his group, he showed empathy, concern for well-being, and people management. Eighth, visible outcome. The story ends with a clear, tangible result. A narrow passage was first cleared and then widened enough for smaller vehicles. This makes the effort measurable and realistic, not vague. Ninth, acknowledgement and gratitude. Rohit appreciated his team's tireless efforts and thanked the villagers for their support. This shows humility, respect, and closure to the situation. He did not take sole credit but valued everyone's contribution. 10th, connection with the picture. The image of people digging with tools fits directly with the road clearing action in the story. The soil, mud, and teamwork shown visually are naturally justified in the narrative, avoiding forced imagination. Okay, friends, so now this is the end of the story and its explanation. I have given you two themes on this picture. Mind you, this is a very important picture and you will see this getting repeated in the SSBs very frequently. So I've given you two themes, pick either one of them. If you have a third one, do comment. I would be glad to go through that story. Alright. Friends, you must have seen a picture in which there are two characters, a man and a woman, and the man is seen rushing towards the direction. It is a very popular picture in the SSB. If you want a story on that, it is already there on your screen. You can click on the video and go through the story. Alright, so friends, this was our video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind.